back, race fans, to the tunnel turn, where things can get hairy.
But that's the way we like them.
Oh, yes, you know it all the time. I'm Phil. This is the lovely Christina.
How you doing tonight?
And man, oh man, what a race that was.
What race? That was boring.
Well, the finish anyway.
Oh my God, 4 wide, holy moly. My winner pick fighting all the way to the end, tooth and nail, came up short, but heck, holy moly, what a winner today. You never would have saw it coming.
Yeah, that was a great finish. I mean, the race itself, we're just kind of watching them go around in circles for a while. I mean, Almirola was leading in the first stage.
Vote for Bacon.
Yep. He was trying to vote for Bacon, but he just got on the wrong side of those cautions when the pits, right in the middle of pit cycles.
Yeah,
the caution comes out. Both times he was on the wrong end. Hey, that happens, but it's like, okay, we're waiting for something to happen. And those last few laps, something happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did. Ryan Blaney whacked the crap out of my winner pick.
Yeah, it looked like he went down on the apron there, and he must have hit a bump or something, because all of a sudden his car gets real loose, squiggling, and bam, right up into Harvick. He kind of slows Truex up a little bit, and Cole Custer,
who?
flying around on the outside.
You know who he is?
The rookie.
He's a Tony Stewart driver.
The rookie Cole Custer. Man, he pulls that off. Big win for that kid.
Oh yeah, I mean, nobody saw it coming. I would have never guessed in a million years. Wasn't on my power rankings this week. Wasn't on them last week, and probably won't be on them next week. But holy crap, where the hell did he come from?
No, nobody was picking Cole Custer to win. But man, this big win for that kid. He's going to show why Tony Stewart put him in the car.
Heck yeah! Now he just needs to get rid of Clint Boyer, and we'll be in business.
Yeah, because once again we saw all the Harvick cars, the Stewart cars up there. Harvick was there. Almirola was up there a good part early on. And there's Custer. He was hanging around, had himself in the right spot at the right time, and he took advantage of it. But Boyer, did you see Clint Boyer at all today?
Nope.
No, he was in the bottom half of the top 10 a little bit, but then he ends up finishing 14th.
Hey, that's good for him.
Yeah.
If that's saying you're good.
Yeah, that's typical for him. It's not good enough for that car, honestly.
No kidding. The 4 and the 14 are your money cars. Those are your name cars. That's the ones you should be putting in victory circle. We don't expect Almirola to be up there, but we love it when he is. We don't expect Cole Custer to win races, but he did. He won that race. But we expect the 4. We expect the 14 to make good finishes. And if they're not up there, then you need to put drivers in or going to put them there.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's not getting it done. He hasn't gotten it done. He's got to go. All right. As great as it was that, this kid Cole Custer got his win, hey, there's a bunch of other cars on there. Let's take a look. Some of these other guys. Martin Truex, he had a good car. He was really looking good to win. That shuffle kind of...
he was in the 4 wide at the end. He was right there to win. I mean, he just got the wrong end of the shuffle, and he went back, and he was out of it.
Not quite as bad. De Benedetto was in the right place. He gained a few spots. Third place for Matt De Benedetto, that's a solid day for him, for sure.
Heck yeah, that's all you can ask for out of the Wood Brothers car.
Right. Hal Harvick's car didn't blow a tire after Blaney hit him. He managed, as bad as that was smoking, he got himself at least around the track to finish the race.
No kidding. He started the day, he looked loose right off the bat when they dropped the green flag. There was at one point, he said, this car is plowing. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the race, Rodney Childers made the right call. He had him there in the front. He was fighting for that lead. Almost had it. Yep. So he got hit by Ryan Blaney. But, hey, that's the way it goes.
He was on the good luck end of the spectrum with the caution during the pit stops, unlike Almirola, because both times he didn't pit yet. So he was able to take advantage of those cautions, and he got in the right place at the right time. You can't fault him for it. Is it a little bit lucky? Yeah, but it almost won him another race.
No kidding. Hey, why not?
Hey, it was, speaking of luck, how about bad luck with Ryan? Not really bad luck because he finished 6th, but Ryan Blaney with that gear shifting issue, it kept popping out of gear. They tried to give him a bungee cord to tie it down, but the way he just couldn't get it hooked anywhere. They showed him messing around with it for a good minute there, trying to find a way to hook it up. He couldn't hook it.
So what happens when it pops out of gear? What is that doing to his race car?
It's just putting it into neutral. So then you're stepping on the gas and there's no power to the wheels.
Well, obviously that's a bad thing.
Yeah, they can blow the engine like that. If you're flat on the gas and then it pops out of gear, those RPMs go up, boom, engine's done.
And I assume the bungee cord is a normal thing to do it, because that was everybody talked about bungee cord, and I was like, what the heck they mean bungee cord?
Oh, it's a normal thing for short tracks. It used to be, but
this is not a short track.
No, for this kind of thing in the professional series, it doesn't happen that often, and he couldn't even hook it anyway, so he had to hold it while driving with one hand a lot of times. But that wheel was looking real smooth. He had a good handling car, luckily for him. Because if that car was rough and he was having to fight that wheel all the time, that would be really hard to hold the gear shifter.
Well, it may not have been a top 10 day, that's for sure.
Right. But, hey, he still came out with a 6th place finish. Not bad at all. Almirola managed to still get in the top 10 despite his issues.
Yeah, good for him. Vote for the Bacon Man.
Yeah, he had a good car. Just bad luck. That's racing sometimes. And then Reddick also in the top 10, which we got to mention. 3 rookies in the top 10. Man, that's a really good day for these rookies.
I know, it's just a completely unexpected top 10 day. When I sat down and wrote my power rankings, I would have not thought half of these names would be there. But hey,
no,
it was a really great day. I love seeing new winners. As much as I love the winner picks that we make and the cars up there every week that we love, I always love seeing new winners and fresh faces bringing to the winner circle.
Yeah, it's always awesome to see these new faces. I mean, like you said, with the top 10, who would have had Reddick and maybe Reddick and Bell and but all 3 of them and Matt DiBenedetto?
Definitely an unexpected top 10 this week.
Right, things are changing. Well, so what do you say we look at the standings, the playoff points?
Oh yeah, let's see where we're going.
The top is pretty much the same, other than Brad Keselowski got himself a stage win, so he got himself tied for 3rd with Joey Logano.
And Hamlin's still in first in the lead with 1 point. He was non-existent today.
Yeah, he was gone. I mean, he ended up finishing 12th. I mean, there was at one point he was back in the 20s. He was struggling so bad.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in the race.
Yeah, which is a surprise, as good as he's been. But hey, it's just one race. It's no big deal. I mean, okay, but we have a new addition to this list on the playoff points. We got Cole Custer, who won today's race, locked himself into the playoffs with a win. He may be on the bottom of this list, but he's on this list.
That's right. He's on this getting very short list, because you're running out of spots for the playoffs, and they're coming soon.
Yeah, there's only 8 races left.
Oh yeah, and it's getting tight.
Which leads us to the guys that are trying to get in on the bubble.
The Bubblers.
Yep, the Bubblers. Once again, Almirola, he actually gained some points again. I mean, and look at the guys that are on this list that should be on the last list. Kurt and Kyle Busch. Jimmy Johnson way back there in 16th.
And look at him. Who would have thunk he would have been up there up front fighting for the lead at the end, and just bad luck,
Yeah, I don't know if that was bad luck or
a bad
decision.
Yeah, it could be bad decision too. Bubba K had that lead, that outside going, and he cut him off just way too late.
Yep.
And you know what? We all know Bubba K ain't gonna lift.
Yeah, he's not gonna lift. I mean, we've seen him do things like that before. He goes down to pass you, you cut him off.
Just ask Carl Edwards.
Right, that's a bad idea, and Jimmy Johnson got spun.
And that's it.
And he ends up finishing in 18th, while Keselowski stayed there up in 9th. I mean, he didn't do too hot, but, that's racing. There was, about 14 laps to go. You can't mess around at that point.
No, ma'am.
You get under the guy, that's the whole point. I mean, DiBenedetto, after his top 3, he's 68 points to the good. I mean, he's pretty much going to make the playoffs the way things are looking. Did you see Matt DiBenedetto in the playoffs at the beginning of the year?
Have I said how much I love the Wood Brothers car? How I miss a good driver being in the Wood Brothers car? Yeah. How happy I am that a good driver is starting to develop in the Wood Brothers car. Oh, yeah I'm happy Benedetto's in it.
Yeah, they're getting their equipment better. and he's doing his job. He may even win a race by season's end. I wouldn't be surprised.
Is he gonna be your winner pick then that 1 week?
Well,
I'm
I'm
Put
not
your money where
saying
your
that.
mouth is now.
I'm not
Alrighty.
saying that. Now these guys are trying to get in. Now, since Custer won from 20th place in standings to lock himself in, that means everybody moves down one. So Jimmy, while technically is 15th in overall points, he's 16th to get in the playoffs. So that moves in. So that kind of screws Austin Dillon for the moment, because Austin Dillon would be in right now.
And he spun today, didn't he? I remember him spinning on the track.
Because he was going down pit road, and then the caution came out, and he tried to turn it back up and lost it a little bit. Got his nose into the wall a little bit. Not too hard, though.
Talk about poor decisions.
Well, or poor car handling.
Or poor driving.
Same thing. So now Reddick and Jones, they're, a good ways away. So a lot of these guys are going to need to win, and then things could shake up again. Hey, there's 8 races. A lot can still happen.
Well, anyways, let's move on to coming up this week, the All-Star race at Bristol.
The All-Star race is going to be good.
I cannot wait to see the lit-up cars. That's going to be so cool. I mean, I love the All-Star race at Charlotte. Don't get me wrong. But I cannot wait to see the All-Star race at Bristol. If you are not on your edge of your seat the whole race, then you are watching the wrong race, my friends.
Yeah, because Bristol, we know anything can happen at any time at Bristol, and these guys are not racing for points this time, just for the money.
Oh yeah.
And then the cars are going to be glowing. It's just going to be something. It's going to be great. I can't. Is it Wednesday yet?
I know. I seriously can't wait.
Well, that's all we got for today's show. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you liked it, please please subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell so you find out every single time we drop a video.
Oh, yeah. All-Star Race is going to be fun to watch. We'll obviously be here with the video to talk about it, because we're going to want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great.
Well, anything else for us tonight, babe?
No, I think that about covers it. So, until next time, have a good day.
Bye.